things out, cutting trees. Like this tree still has to go out, but we have done a bit of layout to the entrance of this property.
It's a little bit weird to be super excited about lights, but
Welcome back to Lavinia Street. We are approaching the end part of the project here, and it's really coming together. This is a bit of a smaller project, but we are really getting to the end product here. On this week, we are working on the outside of the properties. We're painting the perimeter walls, we're doing the facades on the house, and that's really a big part of our design as well. As you can see, like the house we have here is a bit bland, a bit boring, no design features really standing out. It has a bit of arches in front. We've painted that recessed wall on the house. We've painted it a bit dark just to give a bit of depth on the house, and we are busy planning a type of pergola that will reach from the front door till somewhere around the garage. So it's like a bit of an accessory that we built onto the house, and that is a way that we use, which is a really easy and effective way to give a design to the house, also to give a type of style to the house. That is a way which we use to make it a modern type of house, make it a bit industrial. We are also adding a carport to the side of the house, but you don't really just want to add a normal carport because it really, I think it looks cheap in a way. So we do the same type of facade and steelwork that we do on the pergola in the front of the house. We'll also do on the front of the carport on the side of the house. That will also be linked to a type of a shading that we'll put at the back of the house, where we have the braai area and everything there. So it's really important to be cohesive in the design, have the things speak to one another, so that it doesn't look like we got this carport from one supplier, then we bought this from another supplier, then we have an awning there from another supplier. It really must look as if it fits together and if it was designed by one person. So that's very important for us. We have a small stoop here in the front of the house, and I think part of the idea is to mimic that on top. So we'll have a long awning pergola type of steel frame there. Because of Dippy's computer and the complications that we have there, we're seeing again how big of a benefit that actually is when it's working, because we have taken the computer to about 4 technical IT guys which can't fix it, so we're in the process of buying another computer. So we're really back to the drawing board. We're drawing out all of these things to be able to visualize it and to be able to communicate between me and Henny about what is the design that we want to achieve. So here at the back of Lavinia Street, we are doing the standard Bigpond style stoop area that we've added. We've added some folding and stacking doors here, which are really nice. We always do this just to protect the tracks. We have a bit of PVC over the track. Emmanuel, help me closing this door a bit so that you can just see this. You can just pull it. Yeah. So this folding and stacking is really nice because it can open the total space. When you have it closed, really nice. When you have it open, you can open again there, Emmanuel. When you have it open, the whole space is included in each other. We have the kitchen there, We have a dining here, then we have the braai area and entertaining space here on the outside. So the same with the front, we are bolting on basically a couple of extras, like we are doing the awnings in front or the pergolas. We are doing a shade netting here at the back where we'll probably have a high pillar there on the side, which will be concreted into the floor somewhere around here. Then it will be joined into the wall on two spaces, so there will be a bit of a triangle type of shade netting. All of this backside here will be grass, lawn, nice luscious where children can play while adults are here busy with the braai. I think we will be putting a small hand railing in here. Again, it's not that it's much of a danger, but it's to bring in our design and the industrial style that we want to accomplish here. We are on the finishing stages on the inside of the house as well. As you can see, all the downlights have been fitted, the layout has been secured. We have done all the cuttings and all the touch-ups. A lot of the times when we do these cutouts, you have a bit of damage on the rhino light or on the ceilings, so they have to be touched up again. As you can see also, all the lighting connections have to be secured inside the insulation box. All of our houses comes with the COC, a certificate of compliance, and this is something that it needs to be able to comply to those regulations. We are also in phase of building an island. We have laid out the design. We also have drawings of that. The kitchen has been painted, so we are in process of adding the new cabinetry. We will probably be receiving them at the end of the week. There will be a cabinet added here and in the scullery area, and a double stacking machine cabinet as well. So all of that are in the makings. There's also a total green wall coming here. It's a green type of grey, and it is a mixed cement product, and I think you guys will love it. It's a very modern finish. It's almost like a Venetian plaster, and I think that will give a bit of pop of color in this space where we have greys, whites and blacks, so that gives the opportunity for something to stand out a bit and become a feature. Henny has also been busy shopping for feature lights, so we have a very nice feature light that will be here right above the island, and as well as some pendants that will be in the bedrooms. Laminate has been done inside the rooms. As you can see, they are also busy fitting the lights fixtures. All the switches are being put in. The cabinetry has been measured, so these doors are being cut. Inside the bathrooms, we have been fitting doors. All the layouts have been planned for the vanities, toilets. Everything should be arriving today or tomorrow for the plumbing fitment. This bedroom is the same as the previous. Main is also the same as the other ones, getting its new light fixture. Toilets have arrived. All the rest of the plumbing should arrive today, and then as well the main ensuite of this property. Hi, Annie. So you sent me a couple of options through on the lighting. You currently at Leroy Merlin, right?
Yeah. So it seems like they don't have stock of the big feature light that I originally liked for the kitchen. The bulby one, the one with the glass bulb.
Yes.
But I've already spoken to Annika at Anniktom, something like that. They're in Olympus. We've bought from them before. She can get us that light, it seems. I'm just waiting to hear confirmation from stock and availability and time frames and so on. Just tell me quickly, are you happy with the smaller lights for kids' bedrooms in Lavinia?
Yes, that's the black industrial type of steel bars one.
Yeah. It's got like a little square bar, but it's a thin square bar, but I think it's appropriate in terms of size and
Yes.
like weight.
Yes, and with maybe with another globe, that globes look a little bit thin.
That globe's the wrong one they've got in there. I think it's just a shop assistant to put the stuff in, but it needs like a yellow Edison globe, golden Edison globe.
So this is currently for Lavinia Street.
So Lavinia, we've got the 2 kids' bedrooms. There's also a big like flat. I don't want to say chandelier, but it's almost like pipey style, and it sits on the roof. And I think that's nice for the master bedroom at Lavinia.
It's the one in the video that you sent me.
Yeah.
All right.
So essentially, 2 kids' bedrooms, master bedroom, and then the above the island, and the rest is all like flat LED.
Yeah,
so
that panel lights.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the lighting is then actually sorted if we have those choices made, and if we can get stock of those, then we have it sorted. All the other outside lighting and so on will be LED floodlights. It's not feature lights.
Yes.
So we are on the outside of Albert Adams Street, and we have started to get a bit of shape to this property. We are still busy removing a lot of things. We're still busy moving things out, cutting trees. Like this tree still has to go out, but we have done a bit of layout to the entrance of this property. Again, this is the part where we do the flooring, we're building the planters and so on. The design, the steel structures that we'll be adding, that'll come a bit later, but we are thinking about some like legs coming out of the wall into the planter. Really a bit of an artistic type of thing. As you can see what we've done here in the concrete as well, it's only filled up so that I can pass here. But we have a bit of a design in the slab that we have casted. We have a nice big planter here in front, and then we have a bit of a step going down to the front garden. Most of the trees, all the small little trees, will be taken out. Most of them are inhibited trees in any case. So it'll be a nice open lawn at the front. We know you don't really want to socialize in front, but it is a nice space for a dog, and everyone wants a nice lawn in front of their house. So let's go in and see at the back. So to my right will be the main entertainment area of this property. We have decided, and with a lot of consultation and speaking to professionals, we'll be making the swimming pool a bit smaller. So we're taking out this rounded corner that we have here. That will cause us to have a bit of a larger entertainment area here on the side. We have taken out the big slab that was here, that was a bit raised, and we're making it all one level so that you have a nice open entertainment area in front of a large pool here. We'll also be putting a bit of a pergola here that just allows some light in the afternoon, but also blocks some light in the earlier hours of the day so that you don't get blasted with the sun the whole time. There will also be a signature Bigpond braai next to the pool on this property. It will be there on the side, and it will still draw everything to the outside. We are putting in a large sliding door here. There will also be a large center opening sliding door at the kitchen, so everything will be pulled out towards the pool, and I think that will make an exceptional living space.
donkey. Bye. So just as I thought, I'm going to show you guys some lighting stuff we're going to do. I heard the light we wanted to use in the above the island is on back order from Brightstar, so it's not available anymore. I can get it maybe in a month, 2 or 3 weeks time. The problem with that is we'd like to place it and have the island built and spaced around it and so on. So it's just a bit of a mission. It's actually really nice. I'm trying to still get a hold of one. It looks like this. I saw it on demo at Leroy Merlin. But yeah, in essence, cannot physically get it in stock. Leroy Merlin has one on sale. They didn't want to, on display, they didn't want to take it down and sell that to me. So I'm going on a bit more of a light hunt later today or tomorrow. But in theory, I just wanted to show you guys what we're doing at the moment in terms of lighting. The reason I'm showing you this is because to understand, you always have to look basically 2 weeks in advance. Somebody wants to sponsor me a really cool box cutter, EDC tool, you're welcome. But I wanted to just give you guys an idea. So we bought these little lights. They're also from Brightstar. I bought them yesterday from Leroy Merlin. They're gonna go into the bedrooms, like the kid bedrooms or the smaller bedrooms in the house. I'm not gonna take them out completely because if stuff lies on site, it gets damaged. But it's like cool little industrial style. We'll have a nice big globe in there. It'll look really cool. These are for the kid bedrooms. We bought them, I think, at $2.50 a piece, really cheap, good deal. And then something else, a lot of times in master bedrooms, I don't want to just put the same thing as I've got in the kids' bedrooms. So I want a bit of a feature, but I don't normally want to do a pendant because that's also sometimes an issue. So we got this. I'm actually really excited about this light. It's a little bit weird to be super excited about lights, but this sits on the ceiling like that. Really short little hangers, and then it sits on the ceiling like that. I really like it. It's not too big for this house. You want to manage weighting, and not as in time to wait, as in heaviness. How heavy does a thing feel in a space? If you have a massive double volume room, you can have a big chandelier because its weight is not too much for that space. Like I say, with this smaller style house, we want to be careful to not overkill on weight. So that's why not too massive, but relevant or specific to the size of the room. So this will go in the next few days. Hopefully I can still find an island light quickly enough. Like I say, these things have to happen now. We have to choose these lights because they are hanging in front of a colored wall, and the colored wall and the lamp's colors needs to match up, and there's a bunch of things we have to look at in advance to essentially and by now to be installed in 2 weeks or so. Just as an in-betweener, we realized yesterday on that point, we realized yesterday that this wall is a little bit too small. We need to extend it by another brick. So we've plastered it, we've tiled around it, we've done everything. But now we chopped the plaster off and we're basically going to tooth it out. That means we're going to remove some of these bricks and tie in a few more bricks and basically extend it by that much, because the fridge will be behind here, and if it's like it is now, the fridge will basically stand out. I don't like that. So essentially we're going to just extend this wall a little bit to make it better again. Yeah, stuff like this always comes up down the line. I think we'll be ready to sell this house in about 3-4 weeks from now, end of the month, maybe a bit later than that. So essentially, I wanted to just show you guys what we're planning on lighting. I will show you what we're planning on lighting at Albert Adams as well. The only feature light we'll have in this house is essentially above this island type of thing.
Yeah, it's basically the top that's being extended to have a bit of a seating space.
Yeah.
And I think that connects the two spaces, or actually the three spaces.
The three spaces, yes. So we'll have a feature light here. What are your thoughts? Something round, as in, we were just speaking, I was just explaining to the guys about weighting, you know, having something big enough for the space. My concern is here, it's quite a big open space, but the peninsula space is small, so we can't have a light like that.
It can't be long.
Yeah, but maybe a bit weighty, as in like this, to fill this, the living areas and the dining and the kitchen all at once.
We have in both areas, we have the 4-panel LED panels.
Yeah,
and
so,
then here
so
we'll
typical, but medium sized, not the small ones.
Yeah.
So 4, and then 1, 2 in like
another space, like dining area type of space.
a dining and a half kitchen is another 4, and then the rest of the kitchen another 4, right? So
Yeah.
2, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah, I think the feature light is not to give light.
No, it's a feature.
It must be a feature. So
it's the only thing we have to give feeling on top of white walls. That and the kitchen cabinetry on top of white walls and grey tiles. So I'm thinking some form of.
We've discussed a few times about that. Looks type of like a steel branch type of thing.
Do you know what that one costs?
Where did you find it?
I got a quote from Annika. I'm waiting for a quote from Enzo from High Tech. 4.5. I would have liked to put it
seen
in
it for
at the Chinese shop.
more than less. Yeah.
More than half. Or what? More than less?
Yeah, more than less. More than less than half of that.
So like 2-ish.
Like 1.5, something like
I'll
that.
buy it for 1.5 for my own house if I can find
So
it. Chinese store.
general store.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Do you think it's like a replica that they do of Bright Star?
Yes.
Even some of the other lights we've seen.
Yes,
Because all of these guys, Metro and Anictom and Enzo, they all get Bright Star, and then General Store gets.
I don't know if Bright Star just rebrands another thing.
Because Bright
That's
Star's
very
little boxes
possible.
on the side says made in China as well.
It's very possible, that they
possible.
just rebrand it. But
Or they buy
so
it
what,
anyways
what I'm
from the
saying is
same
I've seen that.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
where we saw it first time.
I'll have a look.
And then I saw it again, because you know, if you see something in a China shop,
Yeah.
you don't know
It
if
feels
it's nice.
cheapish.
And if you see it again in another space, you think, oh, well, that
Probably
might work.
better displayed and better merchandised, right?
Yes. I was wondering, because they don't have a globe. They have a small globe, and they have like a thin shell around it.
Yes, like a plate of
So it looks
glass
like
or
a
something.
leaf.
Yeah. So those are cool. Will we be able to replace those globes?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like some things globe.
Because it's in Metro, they sell that globe.
So the one question I then have is feature light here, and then the only other feature light will be above the bath in the master bedroom, and then a
Possibly pendants in the room.
pendant. Yeah, normal pendants in the rooms. But I think in the master bedroom, some again a feature again, like we said, legal. Should we do? Yeah.
We can
Maybe in that
think
living
about
area.
the option in that area.
Do we still have some of these wall lights left? I know we cancelled
Yes.
them out for.
We have oh, you mean installed, working?
Yeah, because that's the other space. Like for instance, in a dining area like that, if there's a wall light that fits with this feature light, it's maybe not a bad idea to have it on there. You know, or something just for. Because we have light grey tiles and white walls.
Yeah, the only problem is, I think it's going to be important for a house like this. We need to have it staged, because we're going to have it set up.
I thought about that yesterday to start planning with staging companies to say this is one house, that's another,
Well,
bigger house, smaller house, where are you
so
in?
that is the reason why I think we can maybe use furniture to have it set up. rather than putting a light. That we can take it as if it's not there because it's not centered on the wall anymore. So we're going to have to move it by this much. So I don't know if we have to go with that.
So essentially LED lighting throughout. We'll probably have a cool light in the swimming pool. Yeah, which will act as a feature as well. So essentially that will almost feel like a feature light because all of the water will be illuminated. And then feature light here, pendants in the bedrooms, and a feature light above the bath.
In the bedrooms, one on top of the bath, and then we have two other rooms, of course. A study
and a second living.
And a second living.
I think that second living just gets an LED. It will maybe people will have like a LED strip around the TV or something like that, and they're more than welcome. Because that almost feels to me like a cinema. If this was my house, I'd set that up with like a comfy corner couch, a big TV, or like even a projector, and have it as a cinema room.
But you agree, you don't want a pendant there. You don't want something hanging
LED
there
light. You want light,
walking.
Switch on the light, it's that, nothing more. Maybe lamps as well for atmosphere lighting if you really want to do that. But I see that as like a cinema light. So light on, light off type of thing. And feature lights are expensive compared to the other alternatives. So we want to have them in impactful places. Cool. That's lighting for both of them. Just one other thing we wanted to discuss, where we'll switch them on. We'll probably switch it on here.
Yeah, we've added that
all of
light
this
switch.
Living areas.
We have one here at the front door which will do this area, and then we've added that one to do this area. Then we have another one there for the
kitchen dining space is this. So it's three lever.
Yeah, you always want to think about the ease of use.
How people will use the house. So there it won't be good because it's on the
the peninsula
in front
will be
of the island type of thing. And this will also not be good because of the because you might be coming from that side and then it's far. So I think here is good. So it's dining, kitchen, and feature light all here. Yeah, love it. Good. That's lighting.
That's all, folks.